You're getting a video blog. Isn't that exciting? Woo. Uh, I've been trying to sit down and trying to actually properly write the blog post at the start of May. And I'm just getting stuck. I've got lists of ideas. I've got enough concepts to keep me going for a couple of years, actually, with things you can make at home, how I do what I do, why I do it, tips, ideas, advice, things that you will hopefully find interesting in the same vein of what I've been doing before. But since all of this, talking about the coronavirus elephant socially distancing itself in the corner of the room, I've just been finding it very hard to kind of really get stuck in to Perfidious Jewellery stuff. If you hear strange noises in the background, by the way, I'm currently filming in the conservatory and the cats are bouncing around the place. But yeah, I don't know why, my head has just not clicked in. So I've been able to photograph existing pieces of jewellery and list things. So the other weekend I launched some lovely colourful spring flower jewellery and some brightly coloured skull jewellery because, yeah, at the minute I'm kind of needing all the brightness I can get, so I figure other people are feeling the same as well. But working on a catalogue, no. Working on updating the website, no. I've just not got the mojo for it. Now, we're really lucky. So at the minute in our household, we're both quite introverted, so we're not struggling from the lack of contact. I'm actually quite enjoying having structured kind of, this is when we're going to have a chat, we're going to do it over this medium, I'm sat with a cup of tea, I'm comfortable, I've got a controlled environment around me. So yeah, I'm the kind of introvert that is finding everything at the minute just quite nice, thanks. I appreciate some people really struggling. If you get your energy off other people, and especially as well if you're in a house by yourself, I feel for you. It must be so weird at the moment. But I've been furloughed, I'm still getting paid, so that's one income, quite happy and tickety-boo. My husband is a freelance writer, he's an author, he's still working, he does what he does from home anyway, he's currently finishing off book 3, book 1 has just been published. We're doing well. You know, we don't really have underlying health issues to panic about. At the minute, we don't have friends and family that we're having to stress about too much, so touch wood, that'll carry on. It's just, I think, the strange times, not having the normal rituals, just knowing that stuff is weird, trying to navigate normal things like supermarkets, and I don't know, my brain is just not rolling how it should do. Which is why I thought I'll sit down and I'll just talk to you about what's going on at the minute. I don't want to make some kind of like, hey, here's how I've been coping, here are my handy tips and hints, because that's rubbish. There's so many people that are coming up with kind of like, here's how you work from home productively, here's how you make the most of your time, or don't worry about making the most of your time, just chill, get yourself through it. Different things work for different people at different times as well. One week to the next week, one day to the next, you are not in the same place. But I want to let you know what I've been doing, what has worked for me, just because it might work for you. Don't know, may not. I'm not recommending that you try any of these, it's just this is what I've been doing. So the first thing is, yeah, I've been drinking a lot of tea and coffee. But fortunately I switched to decaf about a year ago, so that has helped. And also I bought some absolutely gorgeous tea from Very Crafty. After we did a bit of a swap round, I sent her some jewellery, she sent me some tea samples, and yeah, those samples just sold me. This stuff is gorgeous. So I've actually been drinking some really nice, relaxing, quite low caffeine, which is good. But just something about that process of stopping, brewing, inhaling, going, oh, that's nice, having a good cup of tea. So that's one of the things I've been doing, is enjoying a good brew and just really appreciating those few minutes of almost like my own little tea ceremony. The other thing is, my friend Rachel got me this really gorgeous planner book thing. a couple of years ago as a present, and it's got different kind of notepad things in it. When I got furloughed from work, I wrote down 4 lists of to-do lists, basically, which was DIY stuff around the house, craft and creative things that I wanted to do, things that I wanted to do for other people, so birthday presents I needed to send, people I wanted to write cards to, people where I wanted to send stuff for their kids to do crafty things at home. And then I also wrote a list of kind of like businessy things I could do, Perfidious Jewellery stuff, things I could work on. And then each evening I kind of go through those lists, pick a couple of things and go, this is what I'm going to try and do tomorrow. So I feel like I can start the day with a purpose. I can go to sleep with a sense of, this is what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Rather than kind of, hey ho, it's all starting to ramble together, isn't it? But then I don't stick to that. If I get up that morning, look at my list and go, I really can't be bothered doing filling and sanding, I don't have to, I'm not on a deadline for it. I can do something else off one of the other lists. I can also do things that aren't on any of the lists, but add them to the list specifically to tick them off. Please let me know in the comments if you're a person that does that, because I bet there are other people. I've been going out into the garden, doing gardening tasks, coming back in and going, that wasn't on the list, just going to add that down, tick. So I've also been allowing myself time to recharge. I've got a list of things to do, I've got 4 lists of things to do, lots of things to do. Yeah, I'm going to sit down for 3 hours and I'm going to watch the National Theatre whilst eating biscuits. It's cultural. But also, yeah, at the minute, you are perfectly justified in just chilling, just keeping yourself ticking over, no harm in that. I've also been doing a lot of cooking, so I've been furloughed, I don't have to work. My husband, he's still working. He normally does the proper cooking. He does a really good curry, really good chilli, a couple of different curries actually. I come from my mum's end of cooking, which is, yeah, I'm not that great from scratch, but I've now got time, I've got opportunity. Like a lot of other people, I have been discovering the joy of the kitchen. I have not baked bread, and I've not been baking cakes, but I've been doing some really nice savoury things, really enjoying just taking the time to do things from scratch, to do things that are staged as well. I'm going to drop a pizza recipe on my blog, which is not only the quick and easy pizza base that a lot of people have been doing with yoghurt, but also a really, really nice white garlic sauce topping, which makes for a gorgeous either vegetarian pizza, or if you want to get kind of fancy, you can do it with chicken and potato, make like a chicken Bordeaux pizza. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to, is struggling with the business stuff, but just keeping it baseline ticking over. I'm still going, I'm still sending things to people. If you're in the UK, if you've got friends and family in the UK, I can send them colourful, happy, cheerful bits of jewellery. I'm getting through my lists, I'm trying to keep a bit of structure to my day, I've been discovering some new skills, trying out different things, and also just letting myself have downtime, just enjoying what I want to do when I want to do it with a nice cup of tea in hand. Yeah, I'd be interested, how are you getting on with stuff at the minute, or are you one of the people who you're still working and actually you're trying to deal with work and children and family, and you're an extrovert and it's really weird because you can't do what you want to do when you want to do it, how you want to do it. Yeah, I cannot imagine at the moment juggling all of that with all the other weirdness that's going on at the minute. There's a lot of threads to follow. Hopefully this hasn't been too weird and rambly, and hopefully you've stuck through to the end of this. Pizza recipe going up on the blog, have a look at that and let me know if you give the pizza recipe a go. Let me know if you've got something that you kind of think, hey, if you liked that you might want to try cooking this and you'll enjoy that as well, and I can inflict another strange concoction upon my husband, because his opinion of the pizza recipe was it's nice but we don't need to be in a rush to make it again, which I think was down to not putting enough garlic in the garlic sauce. You always need more garlic. It's a standard kind of recipe thing, isn't it? And I just failed on this one. Take care of yourselves and hopefully I'll see you on the other side.